Microlab 4, done by Group 1, Nathan Pocock, Kendi Kolb, Ries, Nam Lee, and Ian Mead.
For our team roles, we have Kennedy scheduling our meetings, with Nathan setting up the locations. I work on the functionality and specifications for the subsystems, with Mikhail working on the diagrams, and Ian working on the functional and non-functional requirements.
As for our overview of team meetings and any updates, we completed 3 class diagrams and converted from the analysis level to the design level. We also updated the Microlab 3 sequence diagrams to be in the design level form. We also completed the state machine diagram and completed the component diagram.
Overview of current tasks during this section. We hopped on a Zoom on November 10th from 6 to 8 o'clock. We conversed about Microlab 4 and scheduled the meetings for our final projects. We met Monday, November 11th at 5:30 to complete Microlab 4, and it was subsequently edited and put onto YouTube.
For the first class diagram, we decided to initialize all variables as strings to store the data, and then have those data inputs as strings, and then set as a Boolean for each of the functions created for the entity.
Similarly, we also initialized the rest of our variants as strings and Boolean to store the new data. We created a new delete function as void for this particular part. For the account GUI, we have chosen to set the title as string, with the rest of our functions as Boolean, string, and void.
The authenticate user sequence diagram at the analysis level and design level are very similar. Add user has the attributes string and Boolean because the username is inputted as a string and it is checked if the user does or does not exist, which returns a Boolean true or false.
The product analysis sequence diagram is similar to the original. The request product is returned as a string and the analysis product is returned as an int.
This is the sequence diagram at design level for the action of notifying users when certain keywords or hashtags are used in a post. The user makes a post on the preferred social media platform, which then triggers the system GUI to analyze the keywords. These keywords are of type string and returns a Boolean depending on if it is positive or negative. The sentiment GUI then returns a value of type int for the Boolean, -1 if a negative keyword is used, 1 if a positive keyword is used. Then the system GUI notifies the brand.
The state machine diagram details the process by which a user checks their point total. The login requires username, password, and 2-factor identification confirmation. Denial brings you back to the username entry. Once confirmed, the account GUI is displayed and the user point total is displayed within that. At any point, the user can exit, which will end the program. If the user is logged in, the system will log them out first.
As for our component diagram, we have 2 subsystems, DSS and UMS, and within our DSS component, we have the component collect data and the component generate reports, which is connected by the interface of get all data. Our DSS subsystem is also connected by the interface of a get account data from our subsystem UMS with the component of create new account.